like the basket. Oh, yeah. So, usually up high, so they'll win. Well, the good news I see is very often is good. Yeah. It's a good use of it. Oh, yeah. It's funny because I like to say that you can sit in those seats. Oh, yeah. And I spent sitting there a lot because it's kind of back to those coaches. So, talk to the head coach and the manager. They seem to like his brother. Talked to a few UCL guys. They were for 2 years and with this petition in for the museum. The thing I want to ask you, did he take 3 years of this, 3 years of this set? This is for, the brother said to me today, they got fired. He said, that was good. When you got booked, you got fired. They got fired. San Diego was that. They get the coach to the SBA. They get hiring me. They get hiring me. I said, yeah, it's like, the point is that he did 4 years there. I had the 15. And brother, you already went through it. So, potentially, in the inside, they could sit as a next grade coaches. I talked to him about 10 guys with a guy from Penn, University of Penn. He said he's very interested. So I've been going to all these states and I've been setting there, doing a project out. Boston's been open and looking. So that's a good thing. So I'll get off the road through on the Boston because all the good teams in 2026 are second seed in the North. So here's the plan. Like I said, things that we need to verify that's all the shit. They see that the teams from the district. I know that whoever is on it, they have to do the regulars, the petitioners, the NCAA. Yeah, so the regulars and the petitioners, yeah. That's the thing. So really first, it's like, hey, it was under the premise that he played 3 years of non-NCAA. Like, you know, the guys that play Keystone and stuff like that. So that's the premise of accepting the year that he only played 1 year of NCAA basketball. 3 years to be right. And they would have to petition on his behalf in NCAA to give him the year. They have to come forth with 2 years left. There's nothing that an agent or there's nobody can do it except for the school that produces it. So they have to be willing to be that number 2, make the petition. And he will graduate, so he will have his bachelor's degree in May. From here? Actually from the set. Yeah. So he'll have his bachelor's degree from the set. So from that standpoint, he has all the degree or master's. He'll have his bachelor's. He'll have his
Sacramento, number 3, Michael Wilson. At guard from North Carolina, Darius Best.
Two teams meet inside Chase Gymnasium. Chase Gymnasium with conference tournament hopes on the line. Biola Eagles are back on their home floor, ready to welcome the Dominican Penguins here in La Mirada. Good evening and welcome to Eagles broadcast in partnership with the Pac West Network. My name is Aaron Rollins. Let's begin with the West Coast Sand and Gravel pregame report, starting with the Eagles. Biola is back home after a quick 2-game road trip up north facing Dominican and Menlo. As a team, they sit at even 500, 12-12 overall, and 8-10 in conference. The Eagles will lean on the leadership of Tyus Parrish-Tillman and Cameron Brown to play key roles on both ends of the floor. Tyus Parrish-Tillman leads the Pac West in blocks. With the absence of Chris Harris, Charlie Gaylor and Facundo Aranda look to step up and establish tempo, and in the meantime create scoring opportunities for the Eagles. Now we turn our focus to the Dominican Penguins. The Penguins arrive in La Mirada searching for a spot in the conference playoff. They sit 15-9 overall and 10-8 in conference. Nick Medeiros and Darius Best are high-volume perimeter shooters and passers, while Sergeant Jeffrey and Jorge Ochoa maintain an inside presence that's hard to stop for any defense. With 20 minutes on the clock, it'll be a great matchup with tip-off coming next. Today's broadcast is brought to you by West Coast Sand and Gravel. They're a proud sponsor by Biola Athletics. West Coast Sand and Gravel is a wonderful and natural partnership since the company shares the same vision and faith-based values as Biola University. The company has been in business since 1968, and they serve California and Phoenix with their import and export environmental waste hauling, sports field products, and other construction needs. Thank you, West Coast Sand and Gravel, for your support of Biola Athletics and Biola men's basketball. Stephen Ransom for Dominican and Tyus Parrish-Tillman for Biola. Hey, if you want to send in a shout out, eaglesbroadcast@gmail.com. The tip is up and won by Dominican, and it will be Nick Medeiros. And already a shot clock. Something on the shot clock for sure. Not a problem. 19:53 on the game and 27 on the shot clock don't exactly line up. That's okay, we'll get it situated. Hopefully. And we got it. Perfect. And we're back. Nick Medeiros. To Michael Wilson. Ochoa to Darius Best. Medeiros at the free throw line, guarded by Leighton Martin. Ransom inside, little floater is up and true. First points of the game come to Stephen Ransom. Leighton Martin, Cameron Brown, Charlie Gaylor, Facundo Aranda, and Tyus Parrish-Tillman to start on the floor for Biola. Here's Martin. Martin trying to find Tyus Parrish-Tillman inside. Instead finds Cameron Brown at the three-point line. Stephen Ransom does good to stay low. Here's Martin, 8 on the shot clock. Martin all the way across the floor. Facundo Aranda for 3. Off front iron, and Ransom will secure the board. Medeiros, what about the quick jumper? Instead, it'll find its way to Darius Best. Ochoa wants the 3, and he gets the 3. The answer the call celebration is a classic. Gets it as he's coming back down the floor. Here's Martin. Eagles down by 5 quickly. Aranda to Brown. Brown will drive. Brown, guarded by Ransom, will go up, catch nothing, and instead Darius Best will come away with the board. Medeiros inside. Ransom up, under, and gets the bucket. A quick 7-0 start. And we saw this in the game up north. Aranda back to Martin. Gaylor inside, back up, and true. Good little give and go from Parrish-Tillman. Medeiros looks to cook. Instead, gives it to Michael Wilson, who will find all the way across Darius Best. Medeiros, deep 3, cash money. Nick Medeiros from downtown. 10-2. Hey, if you want to send in a shout out, feel free to do so. EaglesBroadcast@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. Shout out your favorite team, your favorite player, your favorite coach. Love to hear from you. Eagles broadcast. Martin gets it poked away. Instead, Paris Tillman will go up for the slam. Ochoa inside. Ochoa up with the left, rejected. Tyus Paris Tillman. Like I said in the pregame, the Pac-West leader in blocks. Gaylor for three. Offside iron, and instead it'll be a foul against Paris Tillman, and we honestly can't believe it. And I'm not quite sure either. Juan Corral, the referee, will give him an explanation, and he'll take the answer. Garrison Sherman will check in for Biola. Michael Wilson loses Gaylor and drains the three. Wow. Paris Tillman. Excuse me, that's Brown. Brown will drive up and finish over Ochoa and Ransom. Wow. What a finish with the right hand. Medeiros rocking the John Morants. Ransom, Wilson, Medeiros will drive, little midi, true. Seems like the Penguins can't miss here in this opening 4 minutes. They are 6 for 7 from the floor and 3 for 3 from downtown. Paris Tillman will pretend to hand it off, instead gets it stolen. That's Medeiros. Medeiros up, under, no foul. Darius Best will get the board and put it back up and in. 17-6. Similar opening to the women's game just right before this one that opened 17-2. Here's Sherman to Arunda. Arunda, Brown. Arunda again. Inside to Paris Tillman. Arunda, three. Boom! Facundo Arunda chit-chatting a little bit with Medeiros as they head back down the floor. Smiles on both their faces, all in good fun. 17-9 now. Best has it. Gives it to Wilson at the three-point line. Here's Best again. Ochoa handles, pumps, gets the shot, no. Rebound, no good as well. Brown will drive up, in, no foul. Sherman will get the board and instead throw it right into the hands of Michael Wilson. Numbers here, the three. Instead, no. Kicks all the way. Wilson, Medeiros, back to Wilson. Wilson for three, no. And after all that, Paris Tillman secures the board. 14 and a half. Through. Paris Tillman for three. Yahtzee! Tyus Paris Tillman brings the Eagles back to within 5. So after the quick start for the Penguins, the Eagles have decided to respond. Here's Best. Back up top to Medeiros. Medeiros, he is a shooter. Got Arunda to fall, and the midi is just so true for Nick Medeiros. And he's telling Arunda he can't guard me. Here's Brown. Brown still, spins, gets Ransom in the air. Facundo Arunda will reshuffle the cards. Guarded by Michael Wilson. Arunda, Paris Tillman for three. Too strong. And Darius Best will secure the board. Still no dead ball somehow. Corner, Ochoa, pump fake, up, Sherman. Good defense, better offense. Here's Arunda now, 21-12. Almost 7 minutes gone. Gaylor, face guarded by Michael Wilson. Find Paris Tillman inside. Cameron Brown sets, fires the three, short. Ransom will be fouled by Cameron Brown. Don't know if it'll be on the shot, but either way, we will take a much-needed media timeout. 21-12, Penguins have the lead. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Chick-fil-A La Mirada. Hey, if you're hungry or looking for a treat after the game, head over by the I-5 and Firestone Boulevard to Chick-fil-A La Mirada. We're serving you, as always, our pleasure. Hey, if you want to send in a shout-out, eaglesbroadcast@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. Shout out your favorite team, your favorite player, your favorite coach, whoever. eaglesbroadcast@gmail.com. Sergeant Jeffrey will check in for the Penguins, along with Omari Davis and some others. Jeffrey underneath, fights the contact and somehow gets that shot to go. Ikeen Richardson back on the floor, first time on the floor for him, gaining Dykstra as well. Here's Sherman. Dykstra will spin back. Sherman. He's guarded by Luke Ortiz. Ikeen Richardson for three, too strong. Leighton Martin with the rebound. Dykstra wants three, no. And rebound again, Leighton Martin, wow. Back-to-back rebounds for Leighton Martin. Dykstra has it underneath, drives. Dykstra kicks, Sherman pump fakes the three. Three on the shot clock, gets it inside, and instead, one too many passes out of bounds. An empty possession after that. Here's Medeiros. Guarded by Martin, and that, I would be stunned if that wasn't called a foul, and it is. Although he's got a hold of his jersey, Martin had two hands on his, and you could see it. Parrish Tillman will check back in, this time for Garrison Sherman, along with Cameron Brown, who will also check in for Charlie Gaylor. This time seeing Omari Davis and Medeiros just seem to not miss. 4 for 5, already with 9 points. He's okay to talk that talk. Ortiz. Here's Brown. Over to Martin. Dykstra. Inside to Parrish Tillman. Parrish Tillman double team. Leighton Martin thought about the three, instead pulls up, kicks it to the corner for Ikeen Richardson, who will bottom that three-pointer in the corner. Wow. Ortiz, Davis will drive, Davis will go up, wanted the contact, Sergeant Jeffries will get the board and then miss and get his own board and then reset to Michael Wilson. Medeiros way downtown, and wow, he just can't miss. I don't know if I have any other words to describe it. My, oh my, 28-15. Here's Cameron Brown. Leighton Martin inside to Sherman. That's inside to Parrish Tillman, who will be fouled and will take another media timeout. 28-15, Eagles down by 13 with 10:42 left after that foul. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by Chick-fil-A La Mirada. Hey, if you're hungry or looking for a treat after the game, head over by the I-5 and Firestone Boulevard. Chick-fil-A La Mirada, we're serving you as always. Our pleasure. Eagles get the inbound. Paris Tillman will drive straight to the cup and get 2 points. Omari Davis, guarded by Leighton Martin. Luke Ortiz over to Nick Medeiros, who can't miss. Medeiros, midi, short. Wow, maybe I called it. Sergeant Jeffries up, under, tip back, no. Gets it again, all the way out. Luke Ortiz from the corner now. Yep. Second chance opportunities have come costly for Biola as Dominican is making everything. Here's Gaylor. Martin, 3. No. Sergeant Jeffries gets the board. 31-17. Medeiros out rapidly. Medeiros. Luke Ortiz, pump fakes. Here's Jeffrey. Jeffrey into the corner for Best. Luke Ortiz gets Paris Tillman to jump. Ortiz up, no. Punch back out, Medeiros, corner. Just kidding, 3-pointer, yes. Omari Davis with the 3. 34-17. Penguins have effectively doubled the Eagles' score halfway through the first. Midi for Cameron Brown is butter. Breaks a 6-0 Penguin run. Midi short. That was Medeiros. Here's Cameron Brown. Charlie Gaylor. Guarded by Darius Best. Gaylor will kick to Paris Tillman. Underneath, Ikeen Richardson up and 1 against Sergeant Jeffrey.
Richardson.
And Ikeen Richardson will shoot a free throw after that. Multiple substitutions coming in for Dominican. Michael Wilson will check back in. Jorge Ochoa and Steven Ransom. Something that Dominican has that, at least maybe I just haven't noticed yet, but they have height across all positions. Doesn't matter if it's inside or if it's on the perimeter. Back court, front court. Nick Medeiros is listed as the shortest guy, and he's 5'11", but he has the most points so far with 12. Everybody who's touched the floor for Dominican has scored a point. Ochoa underneath, tries to get Paris Tillman off of him. Instead, he blocks it. Wow. Here's Ochoa, little midi. Nope. Beautiful defense by Tyus Paris Tillman. Here's Facundo Aranda. Aranda tricked ya. Gets that pass deflected out of bounds. And we'll go to immediate timeout. Active here in this first half. 34-21, Penguins have the lead. PA announcer Nate Yee getting us fired up with some One Direction. Eagles have the ball out of the media timeout. 22 on the shot clock. 7:55 on the game clock. Get it into Ikeen Richardson. Here's Facundo Aranda. Inside to Paris Tillman. Kicked out of bounds by Jorge Ochoa. Get into Ikeen Richardson again this time. Brown to Aranda. Over to Gaylor. Gaylor wants the three. Short. Paris Tillman gets that one slapped out of his hands. And again, it'll stay with Biola. Second chance opportunities now for the Eagles. Can they convert? Fresh shot clock, 20 on it. Gaylor all the way up top. Gaylor will drive. Take back. Paris Tillman open wide underneath. Gets it blocked from behind. And it'll be out of bounds. That was Steven Ransom. It's good defense. And Paris Tillman gave him his flowers on the way by. Here's Gaylor. Gaylor will drive. Gets it. Maybe slapped from behind. Thought he was fouled on the way up. Wanted it, but didn't get it. So Eagles, after having the ball probably 5 times, come away empty. Ochoa, midi. Nope. Good rebound, Cameron Brown. Cameron Brown over to Ikeen Richardson. Richardson to Aranda. Aranda, step back over Wilson, short. And it'll be out of bounds and stay with Dominican.
Back on the floor for Dominican, number 1, Nick Medeiros.
Nick Medeiros didn't even come all the way up to the table, but somehow got into the game. Checked in for Omari Davis. Not completely sure how that happened, but on we go. Here is Medeiros. To Best. Best way downtown, and as soon as it left his hand, he knew it was in. 37-21, Penguins have the lead. Medeiros guarding Aranda. Aranda. Medeiros got something to say to him. Here's Gaylor. Gaylor kicks. Paris Tillman pump fake the three, guarded by Ochoa underneath. No shot, but it'll be a foul against Jorge Ochoa. That'll be his second, I believe, but I'm not completely sure.
His first, team's third.
It's his first. Gaylor gets 2 guys to jump. Paris Tillman underneath gets fouled by Steven Ransom, who will willingly take the foul, and Paris Tillman will go to the line for 2 shots.
His first, team's fourth. At the line for our Eagles, Pius Parrish Tillman. 2.
First shot by Paris Tillman is up and good. If you want to send in a shout out, feel free to do so. EaglesBroadcast@gmail.com. Free throw is good, 2 for 2. Aranda guarding Medeiros. Medeiros over to Best, over to Ransom, finds its way to Wilson. Wilson all the way across and out of bounds. So it'll be Eagles basketball, 37-23. Eagles need something to happen. Both teams 1 for 5 in their last field goal attempts, last 5 field goal attempts. Really the only difference is 7 of 8 from 3. Brown up under Ikeen Richardson, put back no. Paris Tillman will not be fouled. It'll find its hands of Gaylor, and Ikeen Richardson wants the 3 and he hits it! Ikeen Richardson nails the 3. Oh my gosh, what a sequence. Ransom, Medeiros. Arunda, Medeiros, midi. Wow. Rose got all the roll. Parrish Tillman to Gaylor. Gaylor will drive, kicks it to Ikeen Richardson. Richardson up, under, no. Michael Wilson will secure the rebound. Medeiros, Wilson pump fakes the three. Instead, he hits it. Fakes it at first, makes it instead. Wow. 42-26. Four and a half left. Here's Gaylor. Will drive, spin. Wilson simply gave up on the defense, but Gaylor unable to make the shot. Here's Medeiros. Gaylor guard. Medeiros, step back. Wow. I mean, everything is on his side, and to be fair, he's taking full advantage. A beautiful shot. Able to create separation. He's up to 16. 70% shooting for him. Parrish Tillman. Arunda, three. Too strong. Kick back out. Here's Cameron Brown. Brown at the free throw line. The jumper is good. 44-28. Under 4 minutes. This game hasn't had a lot of stoppages. 7 fouls across both teams. Arunda all up in the face of Medeiros. Medeiros pushed him away. Here's Ochoa. Up top, Darius Best. A little bit of miscommunication, and Darius Best doesn't make him pay. Eagles got away with one there. Kick back out. Instead, Gaylor will be fouled.
Timeout on the floor.
Michael Wilson will be called for it. 44-28. We'll take a break. 3:15 left here in the first.
Sherman and Leighton Martin.
Tennessee Nutrition is a proud partner of Biola Athletics. They're a family-owned, Colorado-based company on a mission to redefine what a protein bar can be. They believe in making every bite count, crafting bars that are not only healthy but also delicious. Tennessee Nutrition, the official protein snack provider of Biola Athletics. Here's Ikeen Richardson. Eagles down by 16. Richardson able to maintain the handle, guarded by Luke Ortiz. Spins up, under, no. Sherman trying to get it and unable to. Ortiz comes away with the board. Here's Darius Best. No pun intended, might have, maybe full pun intended, might have one of the coolest names. Sergeant Jeffrey is another one of them. Darius Best up and will be fouled by Charlie Gaylor. And one.
Eagles foul for 3. Charlie Gaylor. His first.
Tyus Parrish Tillman takes a very short break and comes in for Ikeen Richardson.
Replacing Richardson. Best, just one.
Best can't make it, but it'll be off of Sergeant Jeffrey and Biola basketball. We look at the playoff picture for men's basketball. Here's Sherman driving inside. He gets the bucket. The only team to clinch a playoff spot so far is Point Loma. 15-3 in conference, 20-4 overall. Year after year, they just seem to get better and better. Ortiz kicks it. Medeiros definitely likes this matchup. Medeiros, 3. Yep. And he looks everywhere. Harris Tillman for 3. Nope. And Darius Best will secure the board. Westmont, Hawaii Pacific, Concordia, Fresno Pacific, and Dominican. Excuse me, Westmont has, they're 13-6. And then teams with 8 losses are Hawaii Pacific, Concordia, Fresno Pacific, Dominican, and Chaminade. So they're all 10-8. Or 11-8. But in this sense, losses determine a lot when it comes to standings.
Dominican foul 20. Luke Ortiz is second, team 6.
Jessup follows at 11-9. Vanguard 9-8.
Cameron Brown.
They've only played 23 games over the season, which I guess is, relatively speaking, pretty much the same as most. Brown will hit the first free throw. Ochoa will check in. Biola sits at 8-10. 12-12 overall. Brown, second free throw is good. 49-32, 135 left here in the first. The Eagles would need to win tonight. They play Vanguard Saturday, beat them, move them to 10-10. Dominican down to 10-9, and then Vanguard down to 9-9. Darius Best gets that one to go. Then they play Concordia and Azusa Pacific to finish out. But right now, Dominican is having their way. They can't miss. Brown, baseline jumper, no. Medeiros secures the board, and we're under a minute. Dominican will call a timeout. So will we.
30 seconds.
We'll be back. Back to Eagles broadcast in partnership with the Pac-West Network. Eagles down by 19, 53.7 on the clock. Dominican wants to drop a play, and a play they've drawn up. Ochoa, Wilson, Medeiros has the range. Medeiros will drive on Brown, kick it. Amari Davis, Ochoa, 3, up. A contested 3, smartly done. But Ochoa able to drop the hammer. 54-32. Eagles just need a bucket to remain within 20. They will take the last shot. Here's Leighton Martin to Brown. Cameron Brown will drive. Cameron Brown will go up, under, and in. Will they take a shot at the half? They won't get one off. So into the half, the Eagles trail by 20. And it truly is just a difference of percentages. The Penguins came out firing at 59.5% from the floor.
22 for 37. Just unreal numbers. From three, oh, it gets better. 83.3%, 10 for 12. So in a first half where the Penguins can't miss, they already put 54 up on the board. And they didn't make a single free throw. Now, barring they did only shoot the one, but they only shot one. Eagles, on the other hand, Nias Parrish-Tillman, Cameron Brown, and Ike Richardson have almost 10 or almost 10. They shot 38% from the floor and 28.6% from three. They went 4 for 14 from three and 13 for 34 from the floor. 4 for 5 on free throws, 17 rebounds for them, 21 rebounds for Dominican. Everybody who has been on the floor has scored for Dominican, and that is a recipe that is simply hard to beat. So, on to the second half. We'll be back in about 14 minutes. Eagles down by 20. Welcome back to the second half. Eagles broadcast in partnership with the Pac West Network. Aaron Rollins on the call. Happy to be here with you. Eagles find themselves down 20, 54-34. Dominican seemed to make every shot they took. Ransom almost kicked that one. Paris Tillman underneath to Martin. Paris Tillman again. Brown settles, takes the three, makes the three.
Brown.
Great start for Cameron Brown and the Eagles here in the second half. There's Michael Wilson. Madero's calling for the ball. Instead, it'll be Jorge Ochoa who shoots the three. Nope. And Leighton Martin will fight for the rebound, and Facundo Aranda will ultimately come away with it. That one kicked out of bounds. Gaylor will inbound to Leighton Martin. Here's Gaylor to Brown. Brown. Madero's came out of nowhere, sliding all over the floor, caught my attention. Underneath, Martin will go up and off the rim twice, but the shot no good. Michael Wilson will come away with the rebound. Maderos drives, instead hits a brick wall. Wilson underneath, off the hands, and out of bounds. Eagles basketball, 54-37, 18:40 on the clock. Still only the one basket. Brown at the three-point line again, guarded by Steven Ransom. He'll drive. Go up, and can't connect. Darius Best will secure the rebound. Numbers for Dominican. Maderos underneath the basket. Jorge Ochoa will fake the three, drive, push all the way off into the double team. Ochoa will get that one slapped backwards and into the corner. Michael Wilson for three. Yahtzee. Wow. So much happens in a three-pointer. Up and good. Cameron Brown gets the contact. And one opportunity for him.
His second, team's first. At the line for our Eagles following his basket, Cameron Brown, just the one.
One free throw here for Cameron Brown. Good. Each team trading three-point possessions. Maderos directly out of bounds. And now the fans are starting to make a little bit of noise, and I think that's what the Eagles need. They just need somebody behind them. Here's Leighton Martin, guarded by Darius Best. Kicks into the corner, Arunda to Martin once more. Gaylor, corner. Brown fakes the three, drives, kicks. One more time. Brown pump fakes the three, thought he would take it, instead drives it in. And yep. His foot slid across the floor just a little bit, and the travel is called. Feels like the second half has gotten to just a little bit slower of a start. Maderos will bring it up for the Penguins. Wilson off the ball screen. Maderos once more. Maderos had 19 first half points, and that's where he stands right now. Gaylor will poke that one away, and the foul will be on him as well. Huge shout out to Steven Ransom for helping Cameron Brown up after that one.
He's first, team second.
A couple subs will come to the table for Dominican. Sergeant Jeffrey and Omari Davis look to check in. Here's Brown to Arunda. Arunda inside to Parrish Tillman. It's the matchup Parrish Tillman wants. Parrish Tillman will be so quick to work up and in. 57-42 now. Arunda, a pest, and a mismatch underneath. I'd be surprised if they don't find Ransom. Instead, Arunda perfectly times the poke. Medeiros late and hobbling, and a foul will be called on Arunda, likely against Jorge Ochoa. Medeiros is holding that calf. His right calf. Hope he's all good. He's got both ankles taped up. Missing a little bit. Arunda will have 2 free throws. Will connect on the first. Amari Davis and Sergeant Jeffries will check in. Stephen Ransom will remain on the floor. Garrison Sherman will check in for Tyus Parrish Tillman.
Garrison Sherman.
Out of the half, the Eagles 3 for 4. Excuse me, yeah. Cameron Brown alone is 3 for 4. Arunda makes them both. 5-0 run, now 6. After those 2 points, maybe 7. Wilson on the corner all alone and makes the Eagles pay. Dominican can't miss from 3. They're 11 for 14. Correction, make that 12 for 15. Oh my goodness. Sherman, wow. Dancing, prancing, Gaylor, 3. Yahtzee! Charlie Gaylor. Man was 3 steps behind the 3-point line and he still made it. Talk about a guy who works hard in the gym all day long. Sergeant Jeffrey will go up against Garrison Sherman, the up and under, no good. All the way ahead to Arunda with the right up underneath, can't get it to go. That's a quick possession that might be lost. Amari Davis, Michael Wilson, step back, no. Darius Best, back to him. Mismatch underneath. Leighton Martin will be fouled. Definitely the hand down low. It'll be on the floor. 60-47, 15 minutes left here in the second half. We'll be back. Tonight's broadcast brought to you in part by Chick-fil-A La Mirada. If you're hungry or looking for a treat after the game, head over by the I-5 and Firestone Boulevard to Chick-fil-A La Mirada. We're serving you, as always, our pleasure.
On the line for Dominican, 23, Stephen Ransom. 2.
Ransom at the line for 2. The call was initially on the floor, and Holmquist rightfully so, asking. All of Biola is asking for an explanation. Either way, gets the roll on the first. And gets the second. Paris Tillman back on the floor. Arunda over to Brown. To Paris Tillman, Brown. Pump fake on the three. Contested shot, no. Garrison Sherman with the rebound, and it'll be fouled on the pass. Luke Ortiz will check in. Hey, if you want to send in a shout out, feel free to do so. EaglesBroadcast@gmail.com. Love to hear from you. EaglesBroadcast@gmail.com. Sherman up under, good. 62-49. 14 and a half left. Omari Davis, that's just too easy, but he can't get the shot to go. Brown able to secure the rebound. Here's Arunda. Arunda will drive, go with the right, and one! And he lets out an exclamation. 62-51, a chance to bring the Eagles to within 10. That's the first foul against Darius Best.
Baku's going to follow his basket. Just no one.
Not real foul trouble for either of these teams. The only person with the most fouls is Steven Ransom, who has 3. Free throw, no good. And here's Darius Best. Best will drive. Now Sergeant Jeffries. The backdoor pass to Wilson up under, and we'll get a lot of contact and slide all the way across the floor.
His second, team second. On the line for Dominican, number 3, Michael Wilson.
Wilson will shoot 2. Can't connect on the first. Medeiros will check in for Darius Best. Tie both shoes. I didn't know you could do that. Thought that might be, truthfully, I thought that might be some type of delay game. I haven't seen that before. Now, obviously, you're going to let the player get comfortable and set in his shoes. But tying both after they're both tied is, might be like some type of break. Either way, we're back. 63-51. Paris Tillman to Gaylor. Gaylor kicks it to Sherman, who somehow is able to keep that one in bounds. Gaylor, 3. Nope. Sergeant Jeffrey with the board, and a foul is called. Not a jump ball. Sherman will be whistled for the foul. That's Sherman's first personal, the 3rd team foul against Biola. Medeiros will bring it up the floor. Here's Jeffrey with a little bump, and the pass way out of bounds. The plays are drawn up right. Execution just not quite there. Eagles trying to bring it to within 10. Down by as many as 20 at the half. Underneath, Parrish. That's Garrison Sherman. Wow. Jorge Ochoa will check in. Medeiros will do a flip, and Gaylor will come away with the steal. Underneath, Brown dribbles. Not a foul, but instead will be a turnover. Medeiros will dribble. Free throw line jumper, fouled on the way up. And he'll shoot 2 free throws. So much went on in a small amount of time and no whistles at all. The Eagles bring it to within 10, but now, with the most points is at the free throw line. He hasn't shot any yet, and he cannot connect on the first one. Ochoa will check in for Jeffrey. Just kidding. Ochoa will check in for Luke Ortiz. So now the second free throw. Short, and Arundel will punch the board back to Parrish Tillman. And Ochoa visibly upset. Here's Parrish Tillman underneath. Geller gets the and one. Parrish Tillman is fired up. Gaylor able to finish through contact. And the foul. Ochoa emphatically discussing. And we will be back. Gaylor will shoot a free throw, hoping to convert the and one. West Coast Sand and Gravel is a proud sponsor of Biola Athletics. West Coast Sand and Gravel is a wonderful and natural partnership. This company shares the same vision and faith-based values as Biola University. The company has been in business since 1968, and they serve California and Phoenix with their import and export, environmental waste hauling, sports field products, and other construction needs. Thank you, West Coast Sand and Gravel, for your support of Biola Athletics. Charlie Gaylor at the line after converting on the layup. The foul will go against Michael Wilson. That's his second personal. The 6th team foul, so one away from the bonus, single bonus, and Gaylor able to connect on the free throw. It's a 7-point game. Medeiros, the most dangerous man for the Penguins. Here's Davis, Ochoa, pump fake the 3, take the contact, free throw line, jumper is true. And he's got something to say to Sherman, and Sherman just smiles it right off. A little bit of talk between these two teams, understandably so. Trying to cause confusion under the basket. Arundel inside to Parrish Tillman. Parrish Tillman wants the one-on-one against Ochoa. Arundel will drive, hand it off to Gaylor, will sidestep 3. And just kind of fumbled on the rim, but we'll head to immediate timeout. 65-56, 9-point game. Eagles trying to find the comeback. Out of the timeout, it'll be Arunda, Brown, Sherman, Parrish Tillman, and Gaylor on the floor for Biola, Ochoa, Jeffrey, Davis, Best, and Nick Medeiros. Eagles played the Penguins just a week ago after the flaming hot start from Dominican. Eagles outscored the Penguins in the second half, only by 1 point, but unable to complete the comeback, 82-78. Here's Best. They get the switch. Ochoa for three, no. Jeffrey able to come away with the rebound, and it'll be stay with the Penguins. Either way, Penguins have it. Ochoa to Davis. Omari Davis gets it back to Ochoa, back to Davis. Little give and go action. This is the matchup Medeiros likes. Says he can't guard him. Ochoa will battle. Shot contested, too strong. Ochoa will get the board, but it'll be a foul against Sergeant Jeffrey. That's his second, and they're in the bonus. So a 1-and-1 opportunity. That's going to be Tyus Parrish Tillman at the line for Biola.
At the line for our Eagles, number 8, Tyus Parrish.
Just over 11 minutes of single bonus, potential double bonus for Biola. Eagles have 4 team fouls. Parrish Tillman will connect on the first. He's had 2 free throws already, and now this will be his third and his fourth. 7 free throws for Dominican, 11 and 12 now for Biola. Can connect on both. 65-58. Medeiros. Penguins are 1 for 5 in their last 5 possessions. Medeiros will drive, guarded by Brown. Medeiros, long 2. That's his bread and butter. And again, he's up to 21. Here's Brown on the handoff from Parrish Tillman. Brown will drive with the right, short. Parrish Tillman gets the rebound. Brown goes up again and gets the finish against Ochoa. 68-60. Here's Darius Best to Omari Davis. Outside, all the way swings around to Medeiros. Medeiros can't leave him open. He wants this one-on-one with Garrison Sherman. He drives, doesn't travel. Darius Best with 6 on the shot clock. Here's Best. Best will drive, get it stolen by Arunda. Ahead to Brown. Brown up and good. 68-62. Eagles are to within 6. Slow and steady comeback for Biola. Here's Best. Over to Ransom. Davis underneath. Kicks out wide. Best will set. Get the jump. Corner. Ochoa for 3. Nope. Brown with the rebound. And out in transition. Arunda will not be fouled, but instead just loses the handle. Numbers now. Medeiros. Best. 3. Wants it. Gets it. That's a tough pill to swallow for Biola. 71-62. Sherman to Brown. Brown into Parrish Tillman. Parrish Tillman wants to fight underneath. Ochoa will poke it out. And substitutions now for Biola. It'll be Leighton Martin and Ikeen Richardson. Richardson has 8 off the bench, which has been huge. So consider him a threat. Michael Wilson will check back in for They're just confirming fouls, which they are. Michael Wilson checks back in. He's at 13 points, 4 for 5 from 3. That's the only shots he's taken. Brown, under, fouled. Got Steven Ransom to jump, and that's going to be Ransom's 4th foul. Barring it goes against him, and it does. That'll be his 4th, and Luke Ortiz will check in.
At the line for our Eagles, number 2,
Cameron Brown will shoot 2 free throws. So it actually was a score check. It wasn't 71, it's 70. After that bucket was changed to a 2. Brown will convert on the first free throw. Luke Ortiz will check in for Steven Ransom. He's really the only one in the foul trouble. Everyone else on the Penguins either has 2 or 1. And both free throws are good. Back to a 6-point game. Under 9 minutes. And that's just a dribble. That should be a backcourt violation, and it is. Went directly off his foot, and a turnover by Medeiros. And now a chance to make it a 1-possession game. Ooh, and they get the ball right near their bench. Here's Gaylor. Gaylor guarded by Ortiz to Martin. Inside Paris Tillman. 5 on the shot clock. Paris Tillman got to put it up. He does, and he gets fouled, and it hits the rim. So either way, that's a reset on the shot clock, and it'll be a foul against Darius Best. And I mean, a Hail Mary shot. Paris Tillman lucky enough to get the whistle. So he'll shoot 2 free throws, and that'll be the 9th team foul for Dominican. The next will put Biola in the double bonus. First free throw good for Paris Tillman. This is 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Harrison Sherman looks to check in for Paris Tillman. And he will. Here's Medeiros. Martin. Gonna be a blocking foul against Leighton Martin.
Eagles foul 23, Leighton Martin, his 3rd, team's 5th.
Leighton Martin's 3rd foul. Here's Darius Best. Plays called up for him. Best will drive all the way to the cup. Too strong. Now a chance to bring it. Ooh, Leighton Martin loses Darius Best, but Eagles can't pay it off. Here's Cameron Brown, corner, Leighton Martin. Martin will get it inside to Garrison Sherman, who goes up and under, thought he got fouled. Instead, it was not, and it's stolen again, this time by Charlie Gaylor. He has numbers. Brown goes up and in. 2-point game. 70-68. With under 7.5 left. And the crowd is now in it. Defense, the chance. Up, shot. Blocking foul against Charlie Gaylor. And we'll go to immediate timeout, I'm sure. They might take a peeker. Gaylor might want an explanation either way. But 2 free throws will be coming for Medeiros. We'll take a break. Eagles back to within 2 after being down 20. 2 free throws coming for Nick Medeiros. Thanks for tuning in to Eagles broadcast, brought to you in partnership with the Pac West Network. What a thrilling game we have before us. 70-68. First free throw for Medeiros is in and out. And Omari Davis will check in for Luke Ortiz. So now, Eagles might, at least from the surface, look like they have a little bit more height. Medeiros' second free throw. He gets the roll, and Ochoa accidentally knocked over Sherman, and both of them are like, what can we do here? We're going to get the quick mop, understandable. And so 71-68, a one-possession game. Here's Sherman, guarded by Wilson. Sherman will drive, get fouled on the way up, and shoot 2 free throws. Now the double bonus, 7 minutes of double bonus time. Sherman will shoot 2 free throws. He will connect on the first. So we saw this in the women's game. Eagles bring it very close. As Sherman can't connect, and Tyus Parrish-Tillman will get the rebound. Here's Gaylor, kicks it to Sherman, back to Gaylor. Gaylor got a dribble, and he does. Gaylor likes the matchup. Gaylor against Ochoa, kicks it. Up and under! Garrison Sherman ties it at 71 all. Here's Best against Martin. No, Parrish-Tillman secures the rebound. Eagles with a chance to take the lead. My, oh my. What a sequence. Here's Brown, will dribble, drive, connect. Eagles take the lead, 73-71, after being down 20 at the half. 54-34 turned 73-71. Wow. Ochoa, midi, nope. Sherman secures the rebound. Here's Cameron Brown. Leighton Martin has it against Darius Best. Here's Cameron Brown, shimmy, shakes, midi, yup! Never a doubt for Cameron Brown! And Dominican is forced to call a timeout. Everybody on their feet inside Chase Gymnasium, 75-71. Eagles are up 55-35. 30-second timeout. We'll take a short break. Eagles up by 4, 5:35. 7-0 run, 17-4 run in the last 5 minutes. That's Michael Wilson. Back inside, Wilson up, takes it's a blocking foul again against Charlie Gaylor. It'll be 2 shots, and Steven Ransom had something to say, but Omari Davis quick to get him out of there.
At the line for Dominican, number 3, Michael Wilson. 2.
Tempers are high. That's the 17th foul, so both teams in the bonus now. Eagles in the double, Penguins in the single bonus. What a thriller this has been. First free throw is good. Second free throw, good as well. So Leighton Martin will take it up for Biola. He'll have it. Now gets it to Brown. Brown will drive, go up, no foul. Leighton Martin will secure the rebound. Back up top, Gaylor wants a 3. Yup! Charlie Gaylor from downtown! Back to a 5-point lead. Medeiros inside, Ransom up, gets the shot off, no, Gaylor will secure the rebound. 4:35 left, 78-73. Cameron Brown with 28 points. Here's Leighton Martin. Gets it to Parrish Tillman. Parrish Tillman guarded by Ochoa. Both hands low. Arunda back to Parrish Tillman. Gaylor, 3, spot up. Never in doubt! Yahtzee for Charlie Gaylor! 81-73. Just about to cross the 4-minute mark. Medeiros wants in, puts up the shot. In and out. Brown secures the rebound. Sergeant Jeffrey and Darius Best look to check in for the Penguins. Get it to the hot hand, Charlie Gaylor. Gaylor will get that one poked, and it'll stay with Biola. And we'll have our last media timeout. Eagles up 81-73, 3:36 left. We'll take a short break, be right back with you. Today's broadcast brought to you in part by Chick-fil-A La Mirada. If you're hungry or looking for a treat after the game, head over by the I-5 and Firestone Boulevard to Chick-fil-A La Mirada. We're serving you, as always, our pleasure. Tennessee Nutrition is a proud partner of Biola Athletics. They're a family-owned Colorado-based business on a mission to redefine what a protein bar can be. They believe in making every bite count, crafting bars that are not only healthy but also delicious. Tennessee Nutrition, the official protein snack provider of Biola Athletics. Gaylor, Arunda Paris Tillman, Martin, and Brown on the floor for Biola. Gaylor, spot up three, short. And Jeffrey will secure the rebound, get it back in, but instead it'll go to Facundo Aranda. And it's a full reset of the shot clock, so 29. So they rule that Jeffrey had possession. (81-73). Here's Cameron Brown. He's got 28 inside. Martin will dribble back out. Guarded by Sergeant Jeffrey. Here's Cameron Brown. Cameron Brown still has it. Brown wants to take it. Cameron Brown still has it. Brown will go up and under, and no, he'll step out of bounds. Turnover. Wilson wants the three. Wilson can't connect on the three, and Cameron Brown will secure the rebound. It's his 8th rebound of the night. Here's Facundo Aranda. Harrison Sherman looks to check in for Biola. Aranda will drive all the way and kick it out of bounds. So substitutions for either side. Steven Ransom back on the floor with 4 fouls. Medeiros will wait to pick it up. Two and a half. Darius Best will drive, kick inside, get it stripped and stolen. And Cameron Brown will come away with it somehow. Wow. Aranda now has it. Here's Gaylor, face guarded by Medeiros. Gaylor kicks it to Sherman. Sherman will get it inside, back to Sherman. Sherman will go up and in! Garrison Sherman makes it a 10-point game. Kick all the way, that one deflected. Out of bounds by Sherman. And they quickly bring it back in. Medeiros under 2 minutes, and the shot clock will be the issue. Just kidding, we're fine. Medeiros has it again. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Just under 2 minutes on the game clock. Michael Wilson, step back three. Short. And it'll go out of bounds. Omari Davis will look to check in, and he will for Michael Wilson. Facundo Aranda will get the inbounds pass and add a little bit of flavor to it. Here's Gaylor with 4 fouls. Gets it to Paris Tillman. Back to Cameron Brown. Cameron Brown to Sherman. Back to Brown. Under a minute and a half. Eagles up by 10. Will go up and unable to connect. Now back quick in transition comes Dominican. Medeiros will go up, and the blocking foul against Facundo Aranda. It's going to be, yep, the foul is going to go against Facundo Aranda. That'll be his first. Eagles looking for a reason why that isn't a charge. First free throw is good. 1:14 left. 9-point game. Second free throw is good. Aranda gets it in, and he'll call a timeout.
Timeout, Eagles.
So 1:12 on the clock. Eagles have a 9-point lead.
30 seconds.
It should be 83-75, and it is. Just kidding, it's a full timeout. And everyone's getting tricked here, so. An exciting finish nonetheless. In this second half alone, the Eagles have scored 49 points to Dominican's 21. Eagles are now shooting 47% from the floor, 38% from three. Charlie Gaylor with 4 fouls. Steven Ransom with 4 fouls for Dominican. Eagles in the double bonus, and the Penguins in the single bonus. Gaylor will inbound. Up ahead to Arunda. Arunda will get across, and Parrish Tillman will end up with it, and they'll recycle it all the way out to Cameron Brown. Cameron Brown will try and take as much time off the clock as he can. Brown will get a screen from Parrish Tillman. Parrish Tillman for 3, too strong. And it's punched out by Leighton Martin. Oh my gosh. That was a sequence. And now we're gonna check, and it will be a full reset of the shot clock. And both teams will sub. It'll be Garrison Sherman on the defensive end and Michael Wilson on the offensive end. Amari Davis wasn't sure if he should be still on the floor. That shot taken by Medeiros looked to be blocked by Parrish Tillman, but instead it will be a foul. Medeiros will go to the line for 2 more free throws.
At the line for Dominican, number 1, Nick Medeiros.
First free throw in and out. Medeiros now 3 for 7 from the free throw line. Steven Ransom back on the floor for Dominican. Second free throw is good. And Leighton Martin will check in for Biola. Get it in. Arunda will be double teamed. Get it to Gaylor. Gaylor will get it across. And Arunda will dribble all the way around. Get it into the corner for Brown. Brown will be double teamed. And he'll finally be fouled, this time by Nick Medeiros. So Cameron Brown will go to the free throw line, 25.7.
Cameron Brown.
2 free throws for him. First free throw is good. Second free throw is good. Back to a 10-point margin. Medeiros will pick the ball up early. Medeiros will drive, kick, Wilson, pump fake 3, too strong. Ransom will be unable to secure the rebound, and he's fouled out. He'll foul Tyus Parrish Tillman, and that's foul number 5. Parrish Tillman will shoot 2 free throws. First free throw for Parrish Tillman is short. Second free throw is good. Now a 10-point game. Medeiros quick, blocked by Tyus Parrish-Tillman. The Pac-West leader in blocks, and we might see a little push and shove, and instead Charlie Gaylor will go to the free throw line. Ochoa will look to check in. Gaylor will be at the free throw line. 7.1 left. Eagles up by 10. First free throw for Gaylor is good. Second free throw, no good. And Wilson will dribble out the clock. He'll shoot a three, and it'll be short. The Eagles, with one of the most historic comebacks that I have ever seen. They trailed by 20 at the half, and they outscore Dominican 53-22 in the second half alone. They win by a final score of 87-76. What an unreal victory for Biola. We're hoping to get Cameron Brown on the broadcast for an interview. We'll see what we can do. What a win. And we will be able to get Cameron Brown on the broadcast. Tyus Parrish-Tillman wants to say something.
I gotta say one thing. Cameron Brown is that guy. Come on.
Headset might be a little sweaty there, Cam. Man, what a win. How do you feel?
Feels amazing. I mean, that's really a team effort at heart. Our coaches got on us at halftime, down 20. But that's kudos to my teammates, not backing down from anything. So that's a great team win. Needed it. Let's keep it going for these next 3 games.
100%. You scored 30 for, I think, the second game in a row. What is that like? What works for you out there? I mean, you're so crafty around the rim. You got the shot from beyond the arc.
That's all God. That's all work. My teammates trusted me. There's some times where I miss some passes, but they give me confidence all the time. So I appreciate them for just letting me rock out. And that's really up to the man above.
What's it like to have the support of guys like Tyus Parrish-Tillman and everybody else?
Hey, Tyus Parrish-Tillman is one of the best teammates I ever had. For sure, a talent, a pro right now. Man, that kid worked so hard, battling from injury, ACL, everything that he's went through to do. I mean, light 18, and that's what he does on a consistent basis. So having a guy like that, it takes a lot of pressure off of me because I know he can kill.
You talked about it being a team win. Moving forward, 3 games left of the year, 2 of them at home. What's this win feel like?
It feels amazing, but we got to move on. We fighting for our lives for playoff position, so we're going to celebrate. Thankful that we pulled it out, but we're going to keep going. Saturday's going to be a tough one, Vanguard over there. So just try to build off of it and keep going.
Love it. Go celebrate with the team, man. All love.
I appreciate you.
Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
And that'll do it here on Eagles broadcast. Eagles come back by down 20 and win by 11, 87-76. Unreal. A 30-piece from Cameron Brown, 15 from Charlie Gaylor, and 16 from Parrish-Tillman. 11 off the bench from Garrison Sherman. And what looked to be a bleak first half turned heroic. Eagles win 87-76. And it's Chick-fil-A time for the students here at Biola. And that'll do it on Eagles broadcast in partnership with the Pac-West Network. For everybody here at Biola University, my name's Aaron Rollins, and for Billy Derleth, Neil Morgan, Bethany Miller, everybody here at Biola. What a win. Eagles 87-76. Have a great night.